Well, we are here, guys. Mortal Kombat 11 is officially a thing now, and I wish you guys could have seen my reaction. I literally screamed outside the building where I work, and I jumped up and down in such pure joy and happiness. And since I wasn't home, you can bet your ass that I was speeding in my car on the way back home, and thankfully I didn't get in a car crash or got killed or anything. But I just couldn't believe it. We are finally here, and I am just super excited to work on more videos regarding Mortal Kombat 11 and for it to be relevant. The wait is over. We are here, so let's talk about it. To me, the trailer was just so amazing. I love both Scorpion and Raiden's designs, and to be honest, this Dark Raiden design might be my favorite one, and I'm just so glad they gave him Red Lightning because I have been asking that for so long, and I am so happy that we have it. Also, the stage where they are fighting is the courtyard from Mortal Kombat 1, but obviously a ruined version of it, which I think looks incredible. As you can see, the masked guards and the monks from the courtyard stage are here, but all deceased. So we do have a return of a classic stage that's altered in a really interesting way, and also one that I really like. Now, during the combat between Raiden and Scorpion, there are a few pointers that I would like to make here. First is that Raiden uses a weapon from the stage here in the trailer, which I think implies that Stage Interactables are coming back, but I think we all knew that Stage Interactables would be coming back since they've been a thing in NetherRealm games since Injustice 1. Second is that we catch Raiden and Scorpion fighting in two different ways, hand-to-hand and then using weapons. Raiden here in this bit fighting hand-to-hand, and then another bit where he's fighting with his staff, which thank God they are bringing back. I love Raiden's staff, and I just wished that they would bring it back, and well, they brought it back. Now in Scorpion's case, again hand to hand and then with his swords. So I wonder if this has any relation to the variations in this game. Are we getting one weapon and one hand-to-hand variation? If so, then that would mean we would be only getting two variations instead of three, which I think is great because I don't want three variations. I was hoping to get two variations if they were to come back. Now, I didn't want variations at all, but if we were going to get them, I think two is appropriate because that way you have more room to make more characters on the roster and you're not really focusing a lot on one character to get, to fill up the three variations that they have. But if there's going to be a weapon variation, what would a character like Johnny Cage use? A character not known to use weapons. I know he's used nunchucks in the 3D era games, but then again, I don't think NetherRealm would have him use those again, since in the recent games he's not used them. But who knows, right? The only thing I can take away from this is that they're probably going to use two variations per character instead of three, which again, I am totally on board for. The last pointer I wanted to make is that there is no x-ray shown here, and there were definitely moments where there would be an x-ray move there, but there was none. I don't know if that's to imply that there will be no x-rays. I doubt that. I'm sure they're coming back, and if not, I do wonder what new super move or ultimate they have for Mortal Kombat 11. I personally would like a super move or ultimate in this game to be interactive, such as still being active in the match when you perform your ultimate instead of putting your controller down for a few seconds and watching a YouTube video, because that's essentially what they are at this point. But that's just the way I would do it. So a lot of people became really surprised when another Scorpion popped up to fight in his UMK3 attire and with his MK2 mask. A lot of people have been saying that this is to imply that we can customize our character into classic attire, and I think people are right because I believe the same thing. I do think the gear is coming back and we are going to be able to have the classic costumes for the Mortal Kombat characters, which thank the Lord, because we barely got anything in terms of classic costumes for the superheroes or the characters in Injustice 2, and it seems that we are going to actually be getting classic stuff with Mortal Kombat 11, and that makes me happy because I really did not want gear in this game because I thought that we wouldn't be getting any classic costumes for the Mortal Kombat characters. But now that doesn't seem to be the case. Looks like we are going to be getting classic costumes. So if Scorpion is wearing his MK2 mask in this trailer, then that's got to mean that there's other pieces to make his MK2 design in its entirety. We do know there's going to be this custom variation option that will make the character like your own, and if that means I'm going to have classic gear for some of my favorite characters, then again, I am 100% on board with gear. Now here's another thing. With two Scorpions showing up to the same fight, I actually 100% believe that this means we are going to be getting a crossover between the two Mortal Kombat timelines. The reason why I say this is because one, again, there are two different Scorpions in the same fight, and two, at the very end of the trailer, with the new character next to an hourglass, a big old hourglass, which is in relation to time, to me, heavily implies we're going to be revisiting the old timeline mixed in with the new, which sounds so much more exciting and interesting than anything they have ever put out. And I cannot wait, because you all know how much I adore the lore of Mortal Kombat. Now, who is this new lady? I know exactly who it is. Well, not technically exactly, but I know exactly who that is, but I'm actually going to save that for another video, which I will work on as soon as I'm done with this one, since I think I'm going to spend a little bit too much time on that subject. So all I have to say about the trailer is that it's super good. I love it so much. And I'm actually super excited to play as Shao Kahn, because I've been asking for that, for Shao Kahn to be playable for a long time. And I'm glad I'm finally going to be able to do so, and that I'm also guaranteed a beta code that's coming in March. So I don't have to be one of those guys who hopes to get a beta code like how it was in Injustice 2. Remember that, guys, when they were giving out beta codes for Injustice 2, but some people never got a beta code? It's not going to be the case here. Instead, I got to pre-order the game, which I know I will, and get my code, and I am thankful for it. And also, I, for one, actually like the trailer music. I saw a lot of people saying they don't like it, but for me, I kind of dig it. I actually like it better than the Wiz Khalifa song in the Mortal Kombat X announcement trailer. The last thing I want to talk about are these gameplay screenshots from the Mortal Kombat 11 Steam page, and I don't have much to say, but my gosh, they actually did it. They added color to Mortal Kombat again, and I can finally rest knowing that they did it, because there was none of that in Mortal Kombat X, and this game just looks super beautiful, and I'm just dying to see what it looks like in motion, because there's another worry I have, is if the animations are going to continue to look kind of mediocre like all of the games have been from NetherRealm. And I personally would hope not, because they also said they're using a new graphics engine, so I think it's almost impossible for the animations to not look good. But I don't know that yet, and we're going to have to wait and see until, I guess, January 17th, when they are probably going to dump a lot on us, since the game is coming out in just 4 months, and that's super fucking close. Also, this game is coming out on Switch and PC, and I'll tell you what, guys, I am buying a Switch for Mortal Kombat 11, because if I can take a shit and play Mortal Kombat 11, you can bet your ass I'm going to be spending money to be able to do that. There is no doubt in my mind that I'm going to buy a Switch for Mortal Kombat 11. At this point, it's actually kind of pointless to ask what you all think about this, because I know all of you guys are hyped, but if there are some things you'd like to bring up, go ahead and shoot it down in the comments below. Anyways, if you enjoy this video, make sure to leave a big thumbs up and subscribe for more Mortal Kombat 11 content. We are here, guys. We are finally in for the greatness that awaits us.